Alright, Shalom. Alright, Shalom. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you another lesson. The spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. First off, I'd like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel, and salutations to all your brethren doing this work in truth and sincerity with charity. Alright, basically, we're just going to hop into a lesson going in on the ICBMs, the nuclear missiles, that all these nations across the world got, man, because that's mentioned in the scriptures, man. All right, and that's what's going to be the end-all, be-all of this society called America, man. All right, World War III is going to kick off, and guess what, man? All these nations, they going to destroy this place with ICBM, man, Thus saith the scriptures. And I can start off with this one. This is Isaiah chapter 12, starting at verse 5. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together." It says, "The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle." All right. So the Lord is going to gather all these nations together. All right. And you just had America, the U.S. and 1,000 more troops to the Middle East. Just yesterday, man. All right. You already got a lot of troops over there. You got China stationed over there, Russia. All the big players, man. All right, that's the Lord preparing the battle, man. It says, verse 5, it says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord of the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land." All right, they come from a far country. That's what the ICBM stands for, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. All right, so it can go from Russia all the way to America, man. That's from one country to the next, man. All right, it says, "To destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a mighty destruction from the Almighty." All right, and that's how it's gonna end, man. It's gonna be a third world war, like they say. It's gonna go out with a big bang, man.
Yep. Appreciate you. Is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13 says.
Start at 6.
6.
Wait, 7.
2nd Ezra 16 and 7. "May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" Alright, so the plagues that the Most High is sending, one of them is those missiles, man. Alright? And it says, "And fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?" Okay, it says, "He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?"
Hey, even in that day, even the mighty men will wail, man. Alright? Hey, Romans 3:3, whether you believe it or not. Alright, the Lord be true and every man a liar. Alright, these are gonna come to pass, man. Hey, because a lot of people, they say they believe in the Lord, but when the scriptures come out, they don't want to believe. Alright? They don't want to hearken to the Lord. But these will come to pass. This is the book of prophecies. Alright, man, a lot of prophecies already came to pass, man. Hey, the RFID chip is here. Alright, the mark, which is the mark of the beast. Alright, a lot of people got those implanted, man. Alright, and that's just one of many. Alright, it's like, go ahead.
Verse 11 it says, "And Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be uttered being to potter at his presence." Right?
It also proves that the Lord's not all about love.
Right.
And he says, when I come, he says, think not I come to send peace, but I come to send a sword.
And the Most High does all these things, man. He creates the light and darkness, man. He creates evil and good.
That's right.
Alright, so it says, verse 12, "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power." Alright? And now the scriptures tell you in Isaiah that once the impact of these missiles are going to cause the earth to stagger like a drunkard, man. All these earthquakes are going to cause through the destruction, man. And imagine everything that ignites fire, man. America, all these fuel, all through America, man. There's only going to add more fire to the destruction, man. So it says, verse 13 says, "For strong," and 13 is the point, it says, "For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow." His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. All right, and those are those missiles, man. All right, because the Lord uses the arrows to describe these missiles, man. Right, because the bird read that they come from a far country, from one end of the world to another, man. That's exactly what intercontinental missiles mean, man. You know, from one continent to another, man. Right? And then you know, it mentions a strong man that bent the bow, man. It's symbolic, man, because there's no man that's strong enough to throw arrow from one continent to another, man. So it says, verse 14, it says, behold, the plagues are sent, and they shall not return again until they come upon the earth, man. All right. It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth, man. All right. And the Lord said the Most High was going to send famines to make Babylon desolate, man. So those are those missiles, man, that destroying wind. All right.
I got one for you. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. All right. So, like the brother said, man, is that heavy wind, man, that destroying wind, man. All right. That's talking about that blast from that ICBM, man. You know, that after blast, and guess what? The scripture just said it's not going to leave neither root nor branch, man. All right? I think it's Matthew, it says, one stone shall not be left upon another, you know? So everything you see now, you know, like the scripture says, all things, you know, the things are seen are temporal, man. All this is going to go to waste, man. All right? It's going to be destroyed, man, by ICBM. All right? It says, that day shall come, that it shall burn as an oven, man. And then it says, all the proud as well, man. All right, so all the wicked ones, you know, all the ones that don't want to hear the gospel, don't want to listen to Yahweh Shem Shai and his prophets, man. You know, all the ones that's going against the Lord's will is going to be burnt as well, man. They're going to partake in that, man.
That's right.
I got one for you. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, and what is able to melt elements, man? The nuclear destruction, man. The nuclear missiles, man. Right? It wasn't an atom being split, man. That's what a nuclear missile is, man. You know, the nucleus. You know, being split, man. The core of an atom, man. You know, that's why you got the atomic bomb, but the nuclear is more thousand times more greater than these atomic bombs, man. You know, so that's gonna melt these elements, man.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And like the brother was saying, man, everything's gonna be burned up in this country, man. All right, the scripture said that even the people are gonna know, man, while they stand upon their feet.
I'm gonna get there. Damn, I was just about to get there right now.
Get that for me, but hey, man, there's nothing that's gonna survive in this place. Like the brother said, that he brought up that scripture that all things are temporary. That's a true thing, man, because everything we see right now before our eyes is all gonna be melted away. All right, this America right here is just gonna look like a dry desert. You know, nothing's gonna live on this place, man. Hey, that's because all the wickedness that has been committed in this land has to be burned up, so this land can be cleansed, man.
That's right. What's the best purifier? A fire. First it was water, you know, the flood. Now it's the fire. All right. Hey, how was gold purified? Through fire.
Right, and this place is contaminated, man. Not only by the blood of our people, but a bunch of filthy homosexuality out here, man. You know, perverseness. Most High has to cleanse this place, man. You know, for the kingdom to be established, man. It says the evil seeds to be put out in order for the good seed to be planted, man.
That's right.
You know?
And it's getting worse day by day, man.
That's right.
Man, now they for what's supposed to be Slacky. Basically the rainbow. You know? They turned that into something folly, man, into a homosexuality, man. You know, hey, that's an abomination what they did to the rainbow, man.
Yeah, that's what they call the pride flag, man, or the proud flag. Why? Because they're mocking the Lord, man. That was a covenant between us and the Most High that he wasn't going to destroy the planet with the flood again, man.
Yeah.
But what these devils are doing, man, they are mocking the Lord, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy this place with the fire, man.
Right. They got the LGBTQ committee. You know, LGBTQ. That shit. That even in itself is nonsense. They put it in like museums and all that. So you know how they like in Chicago. Out here in Chicago, they put up the American flag and the Chicago flag. But now they next to that they got the pride flag, quote unquote pride flag, man. All right, and our mayor is a homosexual, man. The mayor of Chicago, wearing suits and shit, looking like Bill Cosby's son and shit. That's a damn.
Yeah, that's just all out of order, man.
I got that. You was still reading that?
No, I was done with that.
I got Zechariah chapter 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Hey. It didn't say that they will be consumed with it. It said their eyes, the tongue, all that, man. So while standing upon your feet, you're going to feel every second of that, man. Hey, the Lord, the Most High is a terrible power, man. Very merciful, but also terrible. He will jack your ass up, man. Lord is not to play with, not to mock. All right? Hey, this will come to pass, man. It's right around the corner. This is a serious thing, man. This is a life and death situation. But people take this lightly.
Right.
Take it as a joke. They want to mock us. If this wasn't the truth, if we weren't speaking the truth, man, from the apostles on down, man, they would have just dusted us under the rug instead of trying to demonize us, man. Trying to throw us under the bus.
That's right.
False accusing us, man, of some BS that we never even partook in. Here we standing and defending the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the true gospel. Hey, but the truth shall be evil spoken of. If I tell you the truth, you become my enemy. The scripture says, you shall be hated by all men for my name's sake.
Because, hey, man, this truth is condemns the world, man. That's why they hate it, man. Our people want to live in this society comfortable because it benefits the rich. But we're standing up for righteousness. We're standing up for our nation, man. And so we could be delivered out of this destruction that's going to come, that's predestinated to come. But our people, they don't like it, man. They love following after the ways of Esau, Edom, man. All right? And it says they love to have it so, man. So the only remedy for them is being cut off, man. Those 2/3 being cut off, man. Right? And the third will be refined, man, through the fire adversity, man. All right? And then the other 2/3 are going to be refined through the fire of nuclear missile, man.
Yeah. Then shall be left after death by pain, man. Because you're not going to get it on this side, all right? Because the Lord has put upon that deep sleep upon you where you just can't get the word. And that's because you were just destined for destruction.
I got a precept for you. It's Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created a smith that blew at the coals in the fire." Now, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is saying he created this specific smith, all right, that blows coals in the fire, and that brings forth an instrument for his work, all right, for his personal work, all right. So I have created the waster to destroy him, man, all right. So the Most High put spirit on these scientists, man. You know that they the ones that create the weapons, all right. The Most High put spirit on these scientists to split the nucleus, man. You know, so the Most High, he created the missiles, man. All right, and it says the instrument for his work. All right, and he created the waster to destroy, man. All right, and the missiles are gonna waste the whole land, man. it says there should be a desert, man. All right, only dust and smoke is gonna be left after the Most High wipes this place, man. You know, and it tells you in Isaiah 34 chapter that only fowls of the air, man, and desert animals are gonna dwell in this place, man. And it should never be inhabited forever, man. All right.
Come. I have one to back you up too, because like you said, like the Lord made these weapons, man. You know, when you go into what's that, Proverbs 20 and 24, it says the man's goings is of the Lord, man. You know, I think it's Proverbs 20 as well. Well, I mean not Proverbs 20, but it's in Proverbs as well. But it says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as well, man. So hey, the Lord is controlling all these people to do His will, man. All right, and this is His will as well. This is Revelations chapter 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and destroy her with fire." All right. And when you go into this chapter, all right, it's going into that mystery Babylon, man. All right, that's talking about America, man. All right, that daughter Babylon, man. You know, and it says the 10 horns shall hate the whore, man. All right, going into these other nations, man. You know, and it says and shall eat her and burn her with fire, man. You know, and how is that gonna happen? The ICBM, man. You know.
Right, as it says in Isaiah, I forget where it's at, but it says that Babylon, the glory of the Chaldeans, should be at Sodom and Gomorrah, right, and it should be destroyed at, roughly paraphrasing, it should be destroyed at Sodom and Gomorrah, man, you know, with fire and brimstone, man. Now, modern day fire and brimstone are those missiles, man, you know, because how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed, man? Through fire from heaven, man. You know, the Most High made that place dust, man. Even to this day, if you go to Sodom and Gomorrah, man, it's inhabitable. It's not inhabitable, man. You know, you see all the debris, all right, that was left, man. So that's how the Most High is gonna destroy Babylon, man. You know, and we know it's not talking about ancient Babylon because why? Because it's still gonna be inhabited, man. All right. John the Revelator seen the new Babylon, man, the daughter of Babylon. All right, and he seen it. It was a great merchant city. All right, full of delicacy, man. Right? They're ruled over the nations, but her pomp, like it says, her pomp should be brought low, man. Right? No longer should be called tender and delicate, man. Right? Because why? Because the Most High is doing away with this place, man. So many angles in how America is being destroyed, man. You know. But the ultimate destruction is going to be through that fire, man, through those missiles, man, and the chariots of the Lord, man. Right? The chariots of salvation, and how the Most High is going to deliver the elect to those chariots, man. To those so-called UFOs. Alright? So, hey, this place is done, man. You got something?
Yeah, I got one. This is Isaiah 14 and 10. All days shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Hey, because these other nations have finally caught up to America's technology, man. And not only caught up, but exceeded, man. You know, their technology is far better than America's. Their armies are far better. Their missiles are far better.
Russia got a missile called Satan.
Right, so, hey, man, ain't no coming back from America where it's at, man. Or like how it talks about Malachi 1 and 4, they shall, going also with that Obadiah, that pride had deceived them. They think they could actually win. They think they could bring back what has already been lost. Hey, there isn't bringing back America. It's bringing it down. Going back with that second address that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follows it. As soon as Esau's kingdom falls down, that's when Jacob's is going to rise up again.
Right, it tells you in Isaiah that Israel is going to be a world without end, man. When you go into the word world, it goes into the word I am, man, which means, said time, man, but a time, an age, man. But it says an age without end, man, so we're going to rule forever, right? So the brother says that Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it, man. So before the kingdom is established, all right, the nation of Esau Edom has to be in rulership, man. All right, and that's the end of this age, the end of this world, man. So whoever is ruling this earth today, man, that's Esau Edom, all right. And his judgment is to be cut off forever, pursuant to the book of Obadiah 1:18, man. You know, so that it's evident who the Edom is, man. You know, and the Most High, it says that he that diggeth the pit shall father him, man. Who created the missiles, man? These Edomites, man. But they're gonna fall into their own pit, man. Why? Because the Most High, like the brother mentioned, the Most High is in control of everything, man. All right, the hearts of men are on the hands of the Most High. So that's the bottom line, man. You know.
That's the bottom line.
Hey, so America's gonna be destroyed with icy intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM, ICBM missiles, man. Thus says the scriptures. It's prophesied right here in the scriptures, man. All right, and in Isaiah 55:11 says, "So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth; it shall not return unto me void, man." You know, and you already see this. They got the technology, man. You know. Hey, so with that, we like to end it off by giving all praise and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kabadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who will. And salutations to all you brethren doing this work in true sincerity with charity. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.